Hey, Sonny here. Today I want to show how to play the rhythm to get the funk out by Extreme. I did the solo lesson a couple weeks ago, and also did a cover for the entire song also. So this is like a sort of catch-up lesson to finish up the entire song on the rhythm part, because I never taught that. And also this month is also a 25th anniversary of Pornograffitti. And Extreme is about to release a DVD where they play the album in its entirety. So I'm going to focus on a lot of riffs this month surrounding Pornograffitti, which is one of my all-time favorite albums. So let's get right to it. This is Get the Funk Out, the rhythm part, and here's the intro. Oh, the intro is just the bass part, but we're going to adapt it over the guitar. It's going to sound like this if you play on the guitar. Okay, so the beginning part, the bass is third fret and first fret on the A string, and then you go chromatically. You go from open string on the E, first fret, second and third fret, and you start over. Actually, so you kind of go like quickly, go from first fret to third fret on the A string, back to first fret, and then open 1, 2, 3 on the E string. So. And the next part is kind of like a little funky thing, you know. So what I'm doing is I just play the 15th fret on the E string, and they kind of do like a racking thing on the all the string muting. That's all it is. Again, the accent notes on the 15th fret on the E string. Okay. And after that, it goes to this part right here. So what I'm doing is I use my ring finger and my pinky, play the third fret on the D and G string, and slide up the fifth fret. And after you slide up, you play the third fret again with your index finger. And then you go up and down, up on the third fret on the D string, muted, and do the same thing again. Again, one more time. And you do this like a C sus chord. You play D5, G5 along with B6 together. And then lift up your ring finger and you play index finger covering the bar over 5th fret of D, G, and B together. So, and then use the middle finger. You play the 6th fret on the E string and palm mute twice. And back, kind of like a quickly slide the 5th fret back down to 3rd fret over D, and G string. So the whole thing sounds like this, slowly. One more time. Next part. Now this requires octave. The first thing I do, I use my ring finger and play the 3rd fret on the low E string, palm mute twice, and then you play octave basically is a B flat octave. You play the first fret on the A string and third fret on the G string. It's also B flat, and then you block the D string with your index finger, the flash inside your index finger, and then slap the third fret octave. So that's a B flat to C. Back down to B flat, and then you use middle ring finger. You play the third fret on the low E string again, and then you play it again on the B flat on the first fret. Slap the third fret on the A string octave. So the whole thing goes like this at one time. One more time. So the whole thing slowly goes like this. Play that several times, and then you get to the pre-chorus. Goes like this. It's a B flat power chord. First fret on the A and third fret of D and G, and then C power chord. Move up one whole step to the third fret, and then you'll play this D sharp ninth chord. The D sharp ninth chord is A6, D5. And ring finger and index finger on the 6th fret on the G and B. And the next chord is the same thing. You move up whole step at the 8th fret position. So that's A8, D7, G8, and B8. So the whole thing goes like this. The pre-chorus. The last one, so I do it twice downward, and then down up really quick, and then down again twice. So the whole thing again slowly, pre-chorus. And then get to the chorus. The chorus goes like this. So what I'm doing is I play the G chord. I use my index finger, play the third fret on the E, and you play the high 3 strings. You play the G open G string, third fret of B and E together. Stop really quick, and you play this. So you play single note kind of palm mute. So it goes down, up on the 5th fret and the 6th fret on the E string, and then 3rd fret on the E string twice, and then 5 and 6 again on the E, and 3rd fret on the E, and then open E string twice, and back to the same rhythm again. After you do that, second time you go, you play the third C power chord in the third position 3 times. Twice. And then play again on a single note on the 3rd fret on the A string, and then slide from 5th fret to 7th fret on the A string. So. So you play the 3rd fret twice on the A string, play the 5th fret on the A string, slap the 7th fret, 5th fret on G, and then 7th fret on the A. Next one, you play the 6th fret on the A string, hammer on the 7th fret, and then 5th fret on the G. And use your pinky, play the 8th fret on the A. And you do the same thing again, 6th fret on this A string, hammer on the 7th fret, and then 5th fret on the G, and then 8th fret on the D this time. And you play after you play the 8th fret on the D, you do it again, 8th fret on the D, and then 7th fret on the D, just like that. And then 5th fret on the D string, and then 5th fret on the 7th fret on the A string. Hammer on, and back to G chord. So I'll play the whole thing for you again one more time slowly. Okay. And right before the pre-solo section, instead of playing this, there's a little variation to that. One variation is like this. The variation what I'm playing is I play the 3rd fret on the G and 5th fret on the B string, slide up to 4th fret on the G and 6th fret on the B string, and down up twice palm mute, and slide up again one more time, and then you play these G4 and B6 again one more time. That's all it is. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that it looks like a power chord, but it's not really. This is when you play a 3rd fret on the G string and 5th fret on the B string. That's actually a flat 5. Okay, it's not a power chord because the B string, once you get to the B string, everything kind of stretches out. If you play a power chord at the G and B string position, it would be this. You say, well, how can I test it? Well, you can tell if I play this right here, G3 and B6, that's a B flat power chord. You can do it. You can check it. Play the 1st fret on the A string and 3rd fret on the D string. It's the same 2 note. So with that in mind, if you move a half fret down from 6th fret on the B string to 5th fret, you have a flat 5 interval. See? So basically, you take the flat 5 and then slap to another flat 5. It creates that tension, and then back to the G chord. Alright, so after the variation, I'll show you here the flat 5 interval slide up and down, and then we're going to get into this pre-solo section. It's going to sound like this. I'll play for you one time. And then start over again. And it goes to the solo. So the part right there, First part goes like this. This is all pentatonic on a G pentatonic minor, which is surround this scale right here, which is 3/5 on the low E, 3/6 on the low E, 3/5 on the A, 3/5 on the D, 3/5 on the G, 3/6 on the B, 3/6 on the E. The first part goes like this, which is 5/3 on the G, 5/3 on the D, and then you walk down G3, D5, D3, and A5. And the next part is 5/3 on the D and 5/4 on the A, and then 3 on the D and 5/4/3 on the A. And the next part, 5/4/3 on the A and first fret on the A, and then 1 and 3 on the A, back to 1, and then 1 and 2 on the E string. One more time slowly. Slow down one more time. Next part. One 3 on the A. 1/3 on the A, and you chromatically walk up on a G string from first fret all the way up to 5th fret. When I walk up, basically 1, 2, 3 on the index finger, middle finger, ring finger. I use my middle ring finger move up to 4th fret and 5th fret, and then 3, 4, 5 on the G string. Do it again one more time. The one thing you gotta make sure you dead stop every time you play the one note on the D string. Once you get the 5th fret, you quickly play 5th fret on the D and 3, 4, 5 on the G. And you move down, next string the same thing. So what I'm doing is I play 1, 3 on the E string, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the A string, and 3, 4, 5 on the D string. Next part. So what I'm doing is I play 1, 3 on the E string, and then 1, 2, 3 on the A string, and you play the 3rd fret again on the A, pull down, release back down quickly, and then 1st fret on the A, and then 3, 1 on the A, 3, 1 on the E string. So the last part. One more time. So the whole thing slowly goes like this. Repeat again. And that's pretty much the whole song for Get the Funk Out, except there's one little part at the end of the song. There's a variation when you play the that part over there. That's a little variation that goes like this. That's all it is a C7th chord and G7th chord playing at the higher position. So the C7th chord is D10, G12, B11, and E12. So basically, you just play that chord, you go, and you just kind of get a feel of the funk rhythm. So sometimes you gotta mute, sometimes you don't mute. And they switch position, play a G7th, it would be like this. What I'm playing here on the G7, I played D12, G12, index finger on B11, pinkie on high E13. Back to C7. G7. C7. So that's the whole song to Get the Funk Out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.